Yep, the Wheel of Nations sure spun us a good one this time. They've put me in charge of Scotland. Me, an Englishman, in charge of the Scottish national team. Well, you see, it's all official. I'm due to meet the media soon to discuss my appointment. I'm sure they'll have plenty of questions. Need to find some way to endear myself to the press and the fans in general. Now, notice there Scotland have a kind of large lion in their crest there. I think I might have something I can wear. So here we go, all ready for the first press conference. Got my big lion on. Yeah. What's the problem? Well, for some reason the atmosphere in the press conference is all negative. The press officer too, and there we go. Here's the question. You're English. Some think it's strange you've taken on the Scotland job. Could this cause a conflict? I think it'll make meetings with English, who of course we're playing in the Euros, a little bit more interesting. Right, so I think that press conference didn't go too well. Don't know what it is. No idea. I think I've got an idea to get myself on side with the Scottish fans. I'm going to pick only players from the Scottish leagues. None of these traitors who've moved abroad. Only players from the Scottish leagues. That's the way we're going to do it. So yes, hello there everybody, Dodgy Gamer here. Welcome back to this week's International Challenge, this week's Euro Challenge. We're back at the Euros after a couple of weeks away, and it's Scotland. We spun the Wheel of Fortune, we got Scotland. We then spun the Wheel of Challenges, and we got domestic players only. So that means, as I look at the squad here, that means no Andrew Robertson, that means no Kieran Tierney, no Scott McTominay, no John McGinn, maybe no sendings off then, but no Stuart Armstrong. Ryan Fraser's going to have to miss out. Ryan Gould, that would be crazy to leave him out of the Scotland squad, right? But we're just going to have to do it. All right, so we fast forwarded to squad selection day. It was a little bit tough to get this squad together, I have to admit. My first thought was, well, Rangers, they're the real life Scottish champions this season. Let's raid their squad for all their best Scottish talents. And we had a slightly aging goalkeeper to pick from. We had a teenage right back who hadn't kicked a ball all season. Ryan Jack, he's in. And then we had some guy who's out on loan. And we had Greg Stewart, who, there were better options available. So the champions of Scotland had one player for us. But a bit more luck with Celtic. They were able to supply us with a goalkeeper, Scott Bain. We also got a left back in Greg Taylor. We also got a few players who would have been in the squad anyway, like Callum McGregor and James Forrest. We also got a youngster in like David Turnbull. We got Ryan Christie joining us, and Lee Griffiths up front just to stare a hole through any centre defenders who dare come near him. I should at this point pass on my thanks to Mozza Plays, Rampant FM, and Craig over on Twitter, who answered my request for suggestions. So a couple of those are in here. So the likes of Jason Kerr from St Johnstone, uncapped, but we put him in. Ryan Porteous is in here as well. Lawrence Shankland of Dundee United was also a suggestion to come from Twitter, as was bizarrely Charlie Adam, who's been playing for Dundee in the Scottish Championship. And we've got a few youngsters in here. You'll see lots of uncapped players, so the likes of Logan Chalmers, this little baby face, we'll get him all excited about a trip to the Euros. Kai Kennedy is actually another Rangers player, but he spent the season out on loan at Wraith, but he's got agility, he's as agile as a cat. I'm sure we can make use of that. There's an interesting player I came across, Fraser Hornby, something of a Scottish Andy Carroll. He's got good jumping reach, and that's about it. I mean, he'll be a backup for us, but just interested in his career history. Spent a lot of time at Everton without really playing. Somehow Everton convinced Reims to pay over $2 million. That's in dollars, because I've still got it set to dollars for my Minneapolis save. And he spent the season on loan at Aberdeen, though, so that means he's eligible to be selected for the squad, and he got a whopping 5 goals in 35 games. So yeah, we've got some established stars, we've got a bit of experience through the likes of Charlie Adam and Craig Gordon. We've got a few youngsters who'll be chomping at the bit to make their mark on the squad, and then we've picked someone like Xander Clark just for a combination of his name and his beard, really. Anyway, massive friendly against the mighty Estonia coming up, and then, much like I expect a few things to be in this particular mini-series, everything is arse backwards, as we're playing Croatia first, Czech Republic last, England in the middle. Our aim is just to do as well as we can, hopefully get out of the group stage despite the restrictions placed on us in picking this squad, and, you know, that'll be a first ever for Scotland in a major tournament, so let's do it. Alright, so it's match day then, and this is how we're lining up for the first game against Croatia. It's Gordon in goal, Finlay and Sutar in those centre-back positions. We've got O'Donnell and Taylor as the full-backs, Jack half-back, just because it rhymes. Campbell and McGregor fill in the midfield roles. We've got Christie and Forrest out wide, with Christie hopefully cutting inside, and Griffith up front against Estonia. We had our moments. We took the lead 3 times and we drew 3-3. But the less was said about that, the better. We were just finding our feet. Now it's time to put Croatia under pressure, start this tournament with a bang. Okay, so here come the teams. Before we get underway, do just pop down into the comments, let me know what you think is going to happen to this Scotland team. Do you think we can get a result against Croatia? Do you think we can get out of this group? Let me know down in the comments, and we'll check your predictions at the end of the video. Well, that was all your action in a thrilling first half. As you can see, Croatia did have the better of it, although we didn't see much of that translated into highlights. We did have at least 1 shot on target, but, you know, can't complain too much about that in the context of it being the opening game. I mean, obviously, in real life, we hope Scotland managed to do better. All right, into the second half now, and it's Croatia looking to get an early goal here. Can we just nick this off them and launch a counter-attack? Doesn't look like it. Maybe Taylor got a foot in, but he couldn't stop the cross coming in, and there's the goal. It's Brozovic early in the second half. Exactly what we didn't want at this stage. But a chance to bounce back very quickly. We've got the throw in with Taylor. He's going to whip in a cross, hopefully. No, he pulls it back to Jack. Jack with the shot with a screamer. He's hit the foot of the post. Can you believe it? We nearly equalised immediately. Oh, we're not going to get too many opportunities like that. And here come Croatia again. Oh, no, Brozovic, the goal scorer. Modric, we know what he's all about. Perisic plays in Rebic. 2-0. Right, time for a few changes. I'm bringing on Shankland. Griffiths has just been ineffective up front. Gonna bring on Nisbet for Christie as well. Christie's one of our worst rated players on a 6.3. Alright, also brought on Porteous at centre-back now, and just changed the mentality to positive. Changed a couple of the roles. We're going to try and at least get 1 goal back. But it's Croatia again. Nisbet got his head on it, but only as far as Brozovic. Now we've got to watch out for the 3rd goal here. And there it is, Kramaric. Too easy. All right, well, certainly hope that's, you know, a bad result for Scotland against Croatia on this day. Out of the way virtually, and they'll get a better one this evening. All right, it's the big one today, Scotland against England. We've made a few changes. We've changed formation. We've dropped that holding midfielder role, that half-back role. We've pushed Jack up into the deep line playmaker role. We've put Christie into the middle as a shadow striker. We've got McGregor operating out on the left as an inside forward. We're going with Shankland up front this time, and we're bringing in Lewis Ferguson to make his debut. What better game to make your debut in than the game the first ever international footballers made their debut in? Cheeky English media asking me before the game what my tactics are going to be. Well, of course, we told them nothing. What? We're 1-0 down already? Well, I guess it didn't really matter. Well, that's just great, isn't it? You know, had the whole kind of pre-match ramble lined up, and then Ben Chilwell just knocks the wind out of our sails. But anyway, let's see what we can do here. Shankland, Ferguson. Oh, we're advancing into the England half. We're now back in our half. But just don't listen to me, boys. Just keep going for it. Ferguson again, Finlay. We've got that patient passing game that I've been drilling into them in the non-existent international training over the last couple of weeks. O'Donnell with the overlap. O'Donnell, can he get the cross in? He plays it to Christie. Now he's going to get the cross in to Ferguson nearly. And now England have was all that Scottish passing action just to set up an English counter-attack? I think it was. Anyway, it's not over yet. Oh, it is. All right, another chance to build from the back here. McGregor and Taylor interchanging passes. Christie now, come on. The rain's coming down here. Of course, it's raining on an England-Scotland game, but no, we've lost the ball now. Sterling and Kane linking up. We've got lots of Scottish bodies in there. There's no way this should be finding its way to an English player, and indeed it doesn't. Now can we break Christie? It's end-to-end stuff here, but no one's creating anything, but it's end-to-end or half-to-half stuff. Lots of back and forth in this game. Grealish out to Rashford. Rashford skips past everyone. Sterling with the goal. Well, we've been outplayed, and England, got to admit, have a deserved lead at half-time. Oh no, this is just like the Croatia game all over again. We're starting the second half with England on the attack, and yep, there we go. Sure enough, Sterling, there's not even a minute on the clock yet. Right, substitute time then. Forrest has picked up a knock, so we're going to bring on Chalmers. We'd need Forrest to get back to fitness for the final game if we're going to have any hope of doing anything. Sod it. Let's get Ryan Christie off, and we'll get Charlie Adam out there to cause some havoc against the English defence. And Fraser Hornby up top, because why the hell not? We're also going to put on David Turnbull, taking full advantage of the maximum number of substitutes. Okay, here we go. We've got a throw in. It goes straight to England, and now Kane. Well, we've kept Kane quiet up until now, I suppose. It's kind of like real life. Sterling gets knocked off. No, come on, that was not a penalty. He got knocked off the ball, but it was a fair shoulder barge. Good, no penalty given. It's not over yet, though. Still about 15 minutes left to play, and it's England on the attack. Sterling again. This time he didn't go down. That was terrible. Oh, Kane hit the post. Oh, that was terrible from us there, though. We should have cleared it, but we gave it away far too cheaply. Well, at least we're winning so far on the yellow card count. We're 5-1 up as far as that goes. Oh, so 3-0 defeat then. Disappointing, lackluster performance from us. Good news is, though, Czech Republic lost to Croatia, so there's still a chance. We can beat Czech Republic. We're going to have to do something about our goal difference in doing so, and then hope it's enough to get one of those third place spots, but let's see if we can do it. Alright, so this is how we line up for that last game against Czech Republic. Bringing in Zander Clark in goal. Craig Gordon's conceded 6 so far. Scott Bain conceded 3 against Estonia, including known goal, and another goal that was his fault, so yeah, we'll just forget about those two. Bring in Zander Clark. Now's the right time for him. And we brought Griffiths back in up top. Let's just see if we can just do something, get a win. All right, so here we go. Can we avoid the whitewash? Can we avoid being sent home with 3 defeats out of 3? Well, we've started with a highlight immediately. Hopefully, it's not going to be an immediate Czech goal. We know we should watch out for Schick. We've seen what he can do in real life, but yeah, first we need to get the ball. We've barely touched it. In fact, I think we haven't touched it yet. We are starting with a long highlight all the way back to the keeper, all the way forward and into the path of Schick, and I am at a loss for words. We have had 1% possession, or we had at least when the goal went in. I think it bounced off one of our players at one point. That is absolutely not the start we wanted. Okay, chance for us to get back in the game here, but straight away Griffiths had the ball and he just lost it. And now the Czech Republic are 2-0 up. I guess this frees Thursday up for an experiment slot. Oh no, not 4, come on. Yeah, big slide from Griffiths, but nothing comes of it. And Schick now, Stop. Please just stop. Right, now we can finally do something. We can start the big comeback in this tournament. No, we can't. We can just let the Czechs go on a counter-attack. I did drop back to... Oh, that is ridiculous. Everything they are doing, every touch is a goal. I just feel a sense of dread every time a highlight comes up now. No. It's a highlight and the Czech Republic have the ball. I don't like where this is going. Surely not 7. Surely not. If you're still watching at this point, just leave us a comment saying I was there. Just let me know you're still with me for all this hardship that we're enduring. Well, my apologies, Scotland fans. That was one of my worst ever games on any version of Football Manager, and also one of my worst tournament performances. Bottom of the group, no points, no goals, -14 goal difference. Right, so we're just going to try and put that one behind us and pretend it didn't happen. What I'll do then, as Thursday will not have a part 2 of this Scotland adventure, I'm going to have a little Euros-based experiment for you. So keep an eye out for that. There might even be 2 experiments, considering I'll have a bit of free time when I'd normally be playing FM for the remainder of the week. Anyway, like I said, if you did stick with me, just leave a comment. I was there. I stayed. Let me feel that solidarity. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and sorry you had to watch that. Please do, hit a pity like and subscribe. Pity subscribe and get the bell on for more of this kind of action. Hopefully not, this kind of performance, but this kind of international action. Definitely make sure you get that notification bell on. But for now, thank you for sticking with it. I'm Dodgy Gamer, and I'll see you again, hopefully in better form soon.